Welcome to Zenarco Empowered. Hello and welcome to Zenarco Empowered. Our channel's vision is to bring happiness and well-being to our viewers through the wisdom of universal teachings. In this video, we will be discussing the wisdom of Buddha and exploring 5 parables that offer universal insights and are easy for beginners to understand. The Buddha, whose name was Siddhartha Gautama, was born in Nepal over 2,500 years ago. He lived a privileged life as a prince, but was dissatisfied with his life of luxury and began a quest for spiritual enlightenment. He eventually found it through meditation, and his teachings have inspired countless people throughout the centuries. In this video, we'll explore 5 Buddha parables that offer universal wisdom. These parables can help us navigate life's challenges and cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We'll also provide an explanation for each parable to help you understand its meaning. Parable 1: The 4 Kinds of Seeds. The Buddha teaches that our thoughts and actions determine our future. Just as different seeds will grow into different plants, our intentions and deeds will lead to different outcomes. This parable encourages us to be mindful of our thoughts and actions, and to cultivate positive intentions and deeds. Parable 2: The Blind Men and the Elephant. The Buddha teaches that reality is often perceived in different ways by different people. In this parable, a group of blind men encounter an elephant, and each one touches a different part of the animal. One touches the trunk and believes it is a snake, while another touches the leg and believes it is a tree trunk. They argue about their different perceptions until a wise man tells them that they are all partially right, but also partially wrong. This parable encourages us to be open-minded and to acknowledge that our perceptions are limited and incomplete, and that others may have valid but different perspectives on reality. Parable 3: The Mustard Seed. The Buddha teaches that all of us experience pain and loss in our lives, but it is our reaction to that pain that determines our level of suffering. In this parable, a woman loses her child and seeks the Buddha's help. The Buddha tells her to find a mustard seed from a household where no one has experienced loss. As she goes from house to house, she discovers that everyone has experienced pain and loss. This realization helps her to accept her own suffering and find peace. The parable encourages us to accept the impermanence of life and to find peace and acceptance in difficult times. Parable 4: The Parable of the Poisoned Arrows. The Buddha teaches that it's important to focus on the present moment and not get caught up in unanswerable questions. Just as the wounded man in the story was more concerned with being healed than with who shot the arrow, we too should focus on finding a solution rather than getting caught up in unnecessary details. This parable encourages us to focus on the present moment and to avoid getting caught up in worries and fears. Parable 5: The Raft. The Buddha teaches that his teachings are like a raft that can help us cross the river of suffering. Just as the raft in the story is not meant to be carried around after crossing the river, we too should not cling to the teachings once we have achieved liberation. This parable encourages us to use spiritual teachings as tools to help us navigate life's challenges, and to let go of them once they have served their purpose. Parable 6: The Snake and the Saw. The Buddha teaches that our reactions to events can create unnecessary suffering. Just as the man in the story mistakenly cuts a rope he thought was a snake and experiences fear, we too can create suffering by reacting to events based on our assumptions and perceptions. This parable encourages us to pause and investigate our assumptions and perceptions before reacting, in order to avoid unnecessary suffering. We hope these parables and explanations have offered you insight and guidance on your spiritual journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to Zenarco Empowered for more content like this. Remember to apply these parables in your daily life and share them with others to spread the wisdom and happiness.